Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is part two of how your body responds to your spiritual life. Part two. I'm Natabi and I'm a spiritual medium. Why do people call me Natabi? But I'm Natabi Sengwajana and I'm a spiritual medium. So, in the first one, we were talking about what happens in your stomach, right? Sometimes you would find that there are stomach cramps. You keep on just having cramps throughout. Then we know that there is something that you might have eaten that has not served you correctly, right? It's not something that you ate and then you can just take your lax and rush to the bathroom and come back. It's something that could have been a negative thing like sijiso that is out, that you have consumed for somebody gave it to you for the purpose of distracting your own life, right? Sometimes you would find that you are having a feeling as if like there's something that is cutting you, like a razor kind of effect in your stomach. Those things cannot be spiritually good. You would never, ancestors would never try to cut your stomach and go, we are calling this child. Yeah, no, Magubani, cut there. No, that's completely not ancestors. That's really, really not ancestors. That's some person out there trying to bring destruction into your life. So why do people jisabato? Why? Why sujiso? Because it's something that will forever stay in your system. You know, it stays. It's there. It gets there and automatically gets involved in your enzymes and your what? It feeds the entire body with this energy, right? Because your food is supposed to be feeding your whole body with the good enzymes and lipids and whatever that makes it work efficiently. So that is why people just are you, so that that entire thing now gets to be destructive in your own body and it feeds your body with destruction. That's why witches would do it. Those people will come, mara why when GC and time. And then there are other people that will be GSAT for love. Ne? This topic I love. I just really, really love this topic. Some people would they are bazokulisa for your management, manager umuntu, because people in relationships are rowdy, guys. See, they do whatever they want to do, so you must manage a person. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I am kidding. I am not for jising abantu, ne? And these things, they have very bad implications at some point, because you can do it and other person's ancestors could be watching you do it, but when they retaliate, it's like you're getting kicked by a horse. So they work. There are other people that it would work for them. Me, I don't know, guys. I am not of. I'm for live and let live. Nrate because one rata. Don't rata me because other things. But by the same token, I can get why other people would do it. Sometimes you are loving me, we having kids, and you're not supporting them. And then there's another Margaret there that uyachaza for some reason, and she's not as loud as Ntabi, and you're like, oh Maggie, oh Margaret, and then you start to go, then you stop supporting kids, and Untabi is suffering. You are now giving Margaret nails, money for nails, and kids here are suffering. What's a woman to do, guys? Let's be objective. What's a woman to do? A woman is to manage the situation. I'm kidding. I'm really, really kidding. I should not be recording this part. But there are other men that will just a woman too, just for this purpose of having this woman love you in perpetuity. And then sometimes some people would even leave you after they've just at you. And then you wonder, why can't I forget this person? Oh, but Sipo, you are the one. Can't there's something in your body that is busy connecting you to Sipo all the time. And Kamo Sipo has moved on. And when you are unable to move on, and that's why these things are dangerous. That's why these things are really, really dangerous. Sometimes there's a discussion there that says part of the gender-based violence, it's caused by Sijiso, because now you've just at me, I perpetually want you, or you've just at me, and something in me just says Man, it's it's retaliating to your energy and saying, "Aye, there's something about this person. I don't want this person, or this person has done certain things to me," and then suddenly, I'm starting to be violent. And then you go ask my exes, "Wasn't Tabi a violent person?" They go, "No, Tabi, sweetheart. Mara, here I'm busy now. I'm busy here on this sipo of mine, because something is now pushing back." And Sipo will say, "Oh, Mapodisa and Tabi is abusive. They come and arrest me, and I'm sorry." And I come back, and I've gone through the whole reform, and I come back and I see you. Saj. So these things are very dangerous, people. I'm not going to pose any judgment because the spirit is a game of will. But I'm saying there are certain things that you can just pray into alignment. And if it's not yours, then just let it go. This juicing of people, not good. Yeah. And then those are the things in the stomach. Then let's talk to the ladies up there about their abdominal things. There are issues like terminations and things like miscarriages, ectopic pregnancies that would happen, right? And you would cleanse. Normally you would cleanse, you would do all these other things. But the cleansing will only cater to the person that was out, but their soul remains somewhere as a part of you. And you will feel, I'm having a problem on my tubes, I'm having this thing, my flow is heavy, and all of these other things that are just not natural. Or my flow is not coming at all, or my flow is too dark. All of these things would then say to a healer, we need to cleanse a spirit, to cleanse a soul that is still inhabiting your womb and seeing it as a grave, and still sitting in it as a grave. These things will push away your relationships. I think in one of the videos I spoke about them. Push away your relationship, give you financial problems, just make you look just like I don't want to associate with you because you're giving me an eerie feeling. These kind of things. Ne? And the same things would happen to a man's manhood. The manhood would feel tingly, and they would also have tube problems. Sometimes they would have erectile problems as a result of a grave residing in your own loins. Because when we do this conceiving of a child, the same dynamic would happen to me with the same intensity that would happen to my sipode. Ne? So because guys don't talk about them, or maybe they talk about them with other guys and they're like, guy, I'm forever age. Hey Joe, maybe use Dettol. I don't know what kind of advice do guys give each other, but I would imagine there was like, guy, no, hey, use Dettol. They don't tell me about that because men don't like to talk about their manhood, but there are serious issues that happen there at the Holy Grain, as they would happen on Mary's Holy Grain. Ne? So when you've went through, there's a termination, my wife lost a child, you need to go through certain things, otherwise your own sexual reproductive system will then tell us that there's an issue there. Let's talk about your hands. There are people who have very good hearts, very pure hearts. I would have a party for my little one. They would come bearing presents. I would be getting married. They would come. I would be in problems. They would give me whatever to solve my problems. They have that giving hand, right? So in the spirit, you must always have two hands, two arms, two everything. As you see me, in the spirit, you must also have that. So this hand is for giving. This hand is for receiving. There are other people who just don't receive from others. When it's your birthday, nothing. It's Valentine. Hey, Sipo, happy Valentine. Ow, I get nothing, my baby. No, I cannot share it. There are other people. Hey guys, my job is finished. I'm struggling with this. I need to give somebody my CV. I don't have help me. I'll be listening to you, and normally you would give me, and I have the money. Yes, I have my 5 friends here. I can give it to you. But because in the spirit you don't have the receiving hand, the message is not registering to say, interview, give Margaret money. So that Margaret is asking for your help. That message is not registering in my head. I'm thinking you're just telling me information, but I can't then do anything with it. Then you know, in the spirit, you have one hand. You have a giving hand and not a receiving hand. And then you say, people never give me. Nah, I'm always giving. People use me. People want me only when they want. It's because people, witches, have cut you off. So we only see you as this. You know, you are forever giving me. You are forever giving me. But when there's a need, when you have a need, when you have a want, when you need to be appreciated, this hand is cut off. So I don't see which one am I going to give. And then you need cleansing. Then because we know there's a spiritual negative energy that has happened in your life, there's been witchcraft, then you need cleansing. And when the cleansing comes, suddenly you are receiving, oh, my husband bought me this. Oh, my girlfriends came and did that. Oh, then you are receiving. You are a normal person. Ne? But when such things happen, you know you require cleansing. There's a variation of cleansing you could be requiring. You could just be requiring something that we steam you there by the mountain, or we thank you in a river and allow him to breathe. Pull his head into the river. I'm kidding, guys. We don't do that. You know, we wash you nicely with beautiful stuff, with nice smelling stuff. Then there are certain cleansings that you can just do at home. You know, get a soap with the right muting and the right smell. Somebody said, oh, Ntabi, your soap smell like hope. It should smell like hope. You know, then you have your Dawa soap that we put for protection, for cleansing, for good luck. You know, some cleansings that we do remotely. I normally say Rotlansaka remote Dawa soap. And where else? Let's go to the feet. The feet are very, very ultra important. If you are a Bible reading person, you will understand the symbolism of the feet. The Lord says, I will give you strength so that you trample upon the serpents. The feet are always important, always, because your life and death lies on your feet. You go somewhere where you're going to find luck. You go somewhere where you're going to find bad luck. You drive somewhere with a girlfriend and you die. You know, you went somewhere where you are going to get your own demise. Your feet are always taking you to a point of demise or of goodwill. All the time. You find yourself at the right place at the wrong time, but your feet have taken you there. Wrong place, right time. I don't know what the saying is, but your feet would have taken you there. That's what I'm saying. So there are certain people who would come here and we say, hey, I see you stepped onto muti that was not okay for you. And people were like, how did I step onto it? It's there at your yard, but how did I step into it? So because now somebody would be talking up to this muti, get into Ntabi and make sure that Ntabi does not have kids. Make sure that Ntabi loses her relationships. Make sure that Ntabi does not see a way of a gift. Make sure that Ntabi, you are speaking, you are sending an energy into this thing. Like if you've wrapped it, it's your muti and you're a witch. You are a distraction when you are like kids. Yeah, you are that. Then you put it, you go and apply it there by somebody's gate. You know, you go put it there. And I come in my guys to mind my own business. I'm a normal human being. I don't have bad intentions for others, and I step on that. Because now there's an energy that you imposed on it. And then I absorb it with my feet. Then it immediately goes into my system. And it causes a destruction in my life. We do bad things to each other. We really do bad things to each other. Yeah. Then you automatically step into that thing and your life gets to be distracted. Or you are detouring now. You were on your way to being a graduate and suddenly you are sitting there by the corner and you are smoking weed because of what you stepped on. Your feet are important. They will tell you certain things. When there are stings, you know, they're feeling like, you know, stingy, like stings. When they when you are feeling like something is pricking you, then you know stings, being pricked, getting swollen feet. Your ankles get swollen, they come back, swollen, come back for no reason. You don't know why. then you know there is there is a negative energy being imposed on you, right? Sometimes your feet will just crack, and I'm not talking about there's no hygiene. I'm not putting Vaseline or and camphor on my heels. No, sometimes they would just crack for no reason. Sometimes you would have a sore, and then it will just continue. It will continue to even eat away your bones. Then you know, it's a fola. That one, you are on your way to Amagugu, Alilizwe, Ayo, then you know. So you must get it really sorted out. So those are the kind of feelings that you would have when there is a negative energy imposed on you. Then there are certain things where your feet get cold. I have cold feet. Not you are getting married and suddenly you don't want to get married, you're getting cold feet. No, you are really getting cold feet. It's hot, it's cold, your feet are cold. Sometimes it's really cold and your feet are colder. You put them in hot water, you put them in whatever temperature to normalize the temperature of your feet, and they're not getting warmer. You know this person has a spiritual gift. You know this person has a spiritual gift by virtue of your feet doing that. Then that is a communication from your ancestors to say, come, let's see what we can give you. Let's see what we can talk about, right? Sometimes your feet would just be very warm. There are other people whose feet would just sweat the entire time. Then you know whether there's some sort of a spiritual alignment that's needed there by the headquarters with your gods and your guides and everybody else. So they will communicate with you. Ne? What sensations did I not talk about? Your amahlombes, your shoulders. Your shoulders would feel heavy. Sometimes your shoulders would only feel heavy when you get to work. Then you know is something so that you can come here and get tired. You would hardly ever find ancestors talking to you with pain on your shoulders. It's never an ancestral, it's never a good one. It's never a good one. Yeah, the ancestors talking to you say, guy, we are going to make you tired so that you can talk to us. That's not them. Ne? But people at work will really say you things. They will make you twirl things. They'll put burdens on you. Witchcraft will do that. Whenever you're feeling, yes, sometimes there's a general need for a massage, like me constantly, like right now, I'm in a general need for a massage. But yeah, like, guys, are you serious? There's nobody out there that owns a spa that wants to voucher me. Like, nobody, really. I need to pray for you people. But when when your shoulders are tired, you understand that there's negative energy and you need cleansing. There are certain things that you can do on your own. You can use your salt. So people might be wondering, why is my salt so beautiful and colorful? This is Himalayan salt. This is normal coast salt, where we call it. It's painted. It's salt that has nail polish on it. Stop joking a lot, guys. I'm a spiritualist. I must be serious and scare you. Yeah. What else did we not talk about? Your ears, the zinging sound, your ears, their fisa. Sometimes it's ancestors. Sometimes it's just people not wanting you to hear messages from ancestors. So your spiritual worker would make a determination as to what is the problem. Your eyes, when you are gifted, guys, when you are gifted, people will just throw you with eye problems. Your eyes will get blurry. They will get reddish. They will just have tears coming through because they are making an interception between they're intercepting your messages between you and your ancestors. So they're bugging you like from here, ne? So that all of this information that's supposed to be coming from your subconscious and what you're supposed to be seeing. I do this job because I see. So the minute people hear, and Tabi sees, she thinks she's clever, they're going to cause me eye problems. So when now they're nice and bright and big and white, it's not always like this. Sometimes I would wake up, they're gray, they're swollen. I know there's a spiritual attack. I can't see clearly. I would fail my clients if I can't see clearly. People hang on each and every word that I say. So when people attack you, they attack your eyes, they put something over you so that you do not see, then you are automatically failing as a spiritual worker. Even if when you don't have a gift of service, like what I do, it's a gift of service. I'm serving you with it. Some people would just have a gift of dreams where you would be able to dream and tell us where we should be going. So we are going to a wedding in Mpumalanga. Should we be going? Then you would dream of certain things and you will tell the rest of the family, all systems go. Yes, filling up the cooler bags or rukisa and we are good to go. Or you would be the person that says, guys and sisters are not saying we should go or we should go, but we need to do this and this first. Then that's your gift. But if you don't see, and I don't mean seeing as in like physical seeing, I mean if you're not receiving messages, if your dreams are not clearer, then you are going to mislead us, you see. So witches do that. So always be mindful about what's going on. The recent thing that I've discovered mostly is around children and how they have dyssynosis, and sometimes they would just be dripping. It's because witches come through at night and then they blow whatever it is that they blow, their smokes, their whatever that they blow into your house. And children, because they're spiritual sponges, they would absorb it. And you would just see this person who busy, kamamina all the time, and you don't understand our child, and then you are busy now putting the saline and everything else into a child. Can't this is a spiritual thing, you see. So it's always good to have a spiritual person to dissect, to detect, to determine what is going on. But every other thing, most things can solve. You can wash with your pepper when you're sensing bad luck, your pepper and your salt, your normal sea salt or your Himalayan salt, right? You have your headaches, you take your small drops of Himalayan salt and water, you drink. If you are not getting the messages and these things are going on in perpetuity, then you know you need help. It's either you need medical help or you need spiritual help. But I thought we needed to have this session. Ne? Okay, let me just go back on your feet. I forgot about something. Sometimes your own legs would feel painful, stiff, and then you suddenly have a series of car accidents because your legs are concerned with spiritual movement. Getting married is a spiritual movement. Getting a child is a spiritual movement. Finding a job is a spiritual movement. Getting a promotion is a spiritual movement. Finding money, starting a business, all of these things are things that need to manifest first in the spirit and then they can come in the physical. And sometimes you find that you are starting something and then as you are halfway into it or midway into it, halfway and midway, same thing, or quarter way into it, you find you are then regressing. As I'm speaking to you, my own foot is telling me, Madam, you need to take care of something, as I speak to you right now. So you'd find witches pulling you back. That is why you start and you don't finish. You start and you don't finish. You have this series of car accidents. Your feet will tell you these things, that there is something that's not going right in your spiritual movements. So other things will happen in this way. You are driving a car, suddenly it gets stuck. Mechanic does not see a problem. Or sometimes a mechanic would see a problem and we fix it and tomorrow there's another new problem. Then you know there's something in your spirit that is saying witches are pulling you back, witches are doing something in your life. This can never be ancestors. Sometimes, yes, when you have those extra dramatic ancestors, but you would have to know about them. When they've given you messages, they say, hey, Ngwachana, come here. You know you don't. Hey, Ngwachana, do this. You don't. Hey, Intabi, you don't. Then they start to make certain things happen, very drastic things around your car. But they would have warned you first, and you must just oblige. But sometimes it's really witches. Most witches love to use the car accidents. They like to swell up your feet, do these things. So when you are having these feet problems, the pricking, the what did I explain? So it would prick. What sensation would you have? I forgot, guys. my memory. My memory when I'm in spirit is like, yeah, but go back to the video. Rewind to the first part. Yeah, but such things would then make you understand that things are not going well in the spirit. I've taken too long. It's an hour long of how your body does these things, but normally we sit and we just say my body's sick, or normally we go to the doctors and doctors don't see anything, or to find out there's real spiritual issues that are happening in our lives and we are not aware of those. Thank you for coming through to the channel, and God bless you. I love you. May you prosper. Bye-bye.